past our clothes and flows like streams. Magic fills the air with every dream and every beat. Hope is everywhere. Through the clouds and through the night, wings of light will soar. Every heart will feel the bright love forevermore. Lift the spirits high, like the wings and dragons fly together in the sky. Forgot her name, lost on the tide, like for wings in the digital bright. Anime girl in a world unknown, white dragon there to guide and show. Through the worlds, fly so free, like for wings, just you and me. Lost but not alone tonight. In this anime world so light, pixel skies and neon dreams, glowing paths and vibrant beams. Through the worlds, fly so free, like for wings, just you and me. Through the worlds, fly so free, like for wings, just you and me. Through the worlds, fly so free, like for wings, just you and me. Lost but not alone tonight. In this anime world so light, pixel skies and neon dreams, glowing paths and vibrant beams. Through the worlds, fly so free, like for wings, just you and me. Through the worlds, fly so free, like for wings, just you and me. And me. White dragon's wings whisper hope, and your life in kaleidoscope.
Well, hello everyone. Yeah, so today was supposed to be Wuthering Waves Wednesday. And unfortunately, it's not gonna be a Wuthering Waves Wednesday. Well, I did not know until last minute, because I normally prep things, in advance before I start live streaming, and I did not know there was a maintenance happening in for Wuthering Waves. What I don't like, it's for the whole entire night for me until morning, which I hate that a lot. I mean, now, for someone who's a Genshin player, and this probably goes for Honkai Star Rail as well, they normally have their maintenance in the afternoon, and then it just happens late at night. Mr. Unknown. Oh, hello. You are an unknown person. Anyways. Those sneaky maintenance times will get you. Oh, yeah. Luckily, I already knew in advance before I started streaming, it would be so bad and embarrassing if I started live streaming when I realized, oh, it's a maintenance. No, so I actually had to look at my time zone from what time it ends to literally what time it would be done. It literally is gonna be done till the next morning, which sucks for me. And I work in the morning, so it's no bueno for me. I'm related to strategic. I don't know who that person. There was a person called Strategic Night Core around as a viewer here, but I don't know who they are. Okay, I don't know. Anywho, I will say, since there is no Wuthering Waves, there is going to be Star Rail instead. And here's the deal with Star Rail. Star Rail is the most easiest game and easy to get by kind of game. And when I say easy, I don't have to I can still chill and talk while there's battling afoot and stuff. But I will admit, I am grinding a lot in Star Rail. I think Star Rail is the most grind of a game compared to my Genshin game. But hey, what can you do? It was supposed to be Wuthering Waves Wednesday tonight, but Wuthering Waves wanted to basically not be delightful tonight and be like, well, screw it. We will basically put the maintenance at nighttime and let the Asian servers enjoy it first, and us US folk enjoy it in the morning. You don't need to dodge and start, exactly. But at least it's auto, exactly. That's what makes the game easier and enticing. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't do anything about Wuthering Waves. I know I am unlucky unless you're in the Asian server, because the Asian server normally get dibs on the content first with Wuthering Waves. Oh well. Yeah, so for those who want to know in advance, because I actually fixed this, Star Rail is happening tonight for Wednesday. Wuthering Waves is happening this Friday instead. So I switched them around. No, I'm not. I'm from United States. I am an EN VTuber. I don't think being I don't want to assume, because I don't. I think people in India have an accent, right? Am I wrong? Because I have met friends who are from India and they have an accent. Not applying that to those who do. Not saying that there are those who don't and those who do. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyways, yeah, let's start with Star Rail, and we'll go from there. I'm not even done with the story, so we should just do it. Yes, today is the Wuthering Waves update. Unfortunately, it's maintenance. Let's go. Okay. I have to pop in here. Yeah, unfortunately, it's no Wuthering Waves Wednesday. It is a Star Rail. It's a Star Rail day. It's a Star Rail Wednesday. Which I don't mind, but let me fix something. I think I did not. Oh, there we go. There we go. We did it. Okay. The audio was not appearing, but now it has. So we're going to start from there. I think I did. Oh wait. I hope I. Oh, it's the task that I have to do. I remember this. It's the story task that you have to ask them questions to discuss, debate, and everything. Oh my gosh.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent.
But for those who are interested in Wuthering Waves, are you guys excited? I don't know who plays Wuthering. I don't know who's here. Are you guys excited for the new character or something? or for Star Rail? I want to get Moss, guys. I need to get Moss. I think he's a cool 4-star character, and I really want the Mel Kitsune character too. I forgot his name.
We have our own laws and regulations too. According to Article 4 of the Cienjo Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on each other's intellectual property rights.
Make proposals from legal perspective. Use identity to intimidate you. I kind of would. We all know this NPC can be a little annoying.
Back in Arum Alley, you were dealing with civilian merchants where you could use the IPC's name to scare them.
Still hoarding my japes for. Okay.
But this time, the Cloud Knight Lieutenant standing before you
that
represents
makes
the
sense.
will of Lawfu's general and won't be intimidated by
Really
your
excited to
words.
get the free 5-star. Yes, I really want that. I really want that free 5-star.
Of course.
The
I'm sure
the
we both
gentleman
want peaceful resolution.
with the robotic arm. I forgot his name already. Because pronunciation.
Yeah, that's true. Of course, I want things to be resolved peacefully, but aren't we getting stuck in rigid formalities here? Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest imagination. If anything goes wrong, you won't be able to pay for it even with your lives.
Oh my gosh, the good old violence. No. Don't
underestimate Cienjo technology. Even if they need to dismantle your cargo, the Artisanship Commission can easily put it
excited,
back
but the stutter. What do you mean by that, Jian?
Yeah, go ahead and brag about their skills. After all, you're just a negotiator they hired. But I'm different. I'm an IPC member.
I'm a
And
Karen,
my
and
business
I
is
think
accepting
I'm
this
right.
transportation order. Naturally, I need to be responsible for the integrity of every piece of cargo. Besides, cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild, almost like family. Doesn't
I don't know
that
if this
make
was a good
me
answer.
Practically a member of the Intelligentsia Guild too.
The frame drop. You got the issue. You got an issue. Okay. I think that might be coming from your end? I haven't really have... I don't know. I don't know. It seems like I'm fine on my end, according to my second monitor. Huh. Oh well.
What's all this nonsense? Even if you were married to him, you still couldn't represent the intel. We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how...
Okay. Shall we apply and beg him? Wait, what? Talk about, the other people are just following their own route. Try to bribe him? I don't know. I hate the fact that I have to think. Ugh.
Your logic is too confusing for anyone to follow. Maybe you should learn the art of communication.
Let me see. How about
this, pal? We go way back. So, if you make things easy for us today, we'll make it worth your while. What do you say?
Are you seriously trying to bribe
Yeah,
me
I
right
suck
in front
at
of
this.
everyone? If I show you any favoritism, the
you never like these
disciplinary
debate
officers will
bits.
come down.
I'm bad at
They'll
these.
get their cut too.
I'm normally bad
Let's
at these.
just do this legally.
Negation. Yeah, I failed this.
All right, that's enough. I thought you were reasonable and civilized, but now it seems you Cienjo folks just don't understand the basics of business.
I'm not a business person. I don't know
We
business.
signed a confidentiality and security agreement with the Intelligentsia Guild, and if we breach it, we'll have to pay a hefty sum. Even if we sold
That's
the
an
souls
oof.
of
Yeah,
every
that is an
employee in
yeah,
the
that
marketing
is an
development
oof.
department on this planet,
I
it still
suck
wouldn't be
at
enough to
these.
cover the costs.
To be fair, even when I played Star Rail, I remember. I think it was when I was having a strategy plan along with this ratio.
Listen,
I don't remember.
If that's the case, I can assure you the Cloud Knights won't let your ship leave.
Oh, really? Then you'll receive a ton of complaints from the Intelligentsia Guild and the IPC's Marketing Development Department. You're too young. I don't think you understand the chaos your rash decision will cause.
Since you put it that way, Mr. Scott, I'll take it as your agreement to the inspection procedure. Now...
Ah, not so fast, you little brat. According to the IPC regulations, I have the right to arm myself and protect
Oh,
the property
come on.
on my transport ship.
I thought
Also
you were
by
reasonable
logic.
and civilized.
Yeah,
But now,
although
it seems the IPC just wants
I always have
play
to
by its
think
own
to
rules.
pick the right
My
one.
apologies, Mr. Scott.
What makes it work and such, and
Stop him,
it's a
guys!
little bit
For the Amber Lord!
it's a little bit different.
For the Amber Lord!
May song bring us victory.
Does it even matter if I win or lose? It seems like I'm just going into a battle now.
Resonate all together.
Yeah, it seems like I ended up going into the battle no matter what. I don't even have the worst. Okay, the worst part is they're using characters that you can't really use much on except
This
for
ends
Card. Because all of them are weakness
an end
to
to
fire
strength of
and
the world.
ice.
Night. Souls shall embrace. Stars echo. You travel far away.
There we go. Actually, if you win the next, you do.
Name of Landau.
Oh, really? So I have to do it again, no matter what?
Never falters.
A foregone conclusion. Here is thunder. Time.
I mean, there is okay. There is one thing I know. You can be as repetitive you like in combat, but when you're discussing things logical, I don't understand why it'd be discussed again. It's like use your smarts to think. Oh my gosh,
All of
really?
you. Why Why is the IPC even paying you? You're a bunch of losers!
Hey, at least they tried. My gosh.
Just be grateful
No
that
need
that
to do
little
it again.
brat showed you mercy. At
Oh,
least your
okay.
staff aren't seriously injured. How do you IPC cronies have the audacity to fight Cloud Knights? You practically assaulted law enforcement officers.
Yeah, he insulted law enforcement officers.
Another one? Who the heck are you?
I may be a bit late. The good news is, I'm here now. Allow me to introduce myself.
Who
I'm
is she?
and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Lawfu.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Xianzhou Juming.
She has pointy ears too.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about cargo containing samples of unknown organisms. It said they needed help from the Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so
Lingsha.
I came
Oh.
myself. It's fine.
Lingsha, my lady.
If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
She looks really pretty, I will admit.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
Should I say adult sparkle? I don't know. Adult sparkle is different. Adult sparkle looks nothing like this person, in my opinion.
Why are you being so nice all of a sudden? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the transport ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few
Oh,
days once the
please.
engines are repaired.
Look at her design is Ting Yun and Sparkle.
Your ship can leave whenever you want. But I'm afraid I can't
I
say
don't
the
know, I
same for
really
your
don't
cargo.
see it. Is it just me?
According to the import and export regulations signed between the Xianzhou and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47
Oh,
years?
she knows her stuff.
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy.
Ah, you don't
I'm
look
sure
young.
You'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
A few more decades.
Ha! Typical of a long-life species. Your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time, I do. I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Well, basically, she found a way to step onto his toes.
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later.
Can't wait to
I'm
pull
just
her
using
next
my
patch.
head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Oh, I haven't seen it. I bet it's probably good.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman.
But you're still as annoying as ever.
Ha, look it, she talked. Don't forget, Trailblazer talks a lot compared to Genshin.
This lady is really unleash something else. Is this the IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Oh.
Turn it off.
Oh. Well, I guess I have to fight this now. When an ally is inflicted with Terror Grip, attacking caster of Terror Grip once can spell the Terror Grip. Oh, okay. It's basically if I had to hit a Mimikyu in order for it to take damage.
Damn, how unexpected.
Except this is a buff.
That was a surprise.
Yes, I basically strategized with Pokemon in this game.
Conflict is pitiless. This ends here.
Yeah. Let's freeze it. Let's do it.
I hope for an end to strife in the world.
Well, at least I have an E1G part. I mean, it's not much, but it's something.
In the name of Landa, will forged in ice never falters.
Well, there is no age barrier if in outer space. Oh.
Here is
I don't know about that.
Right. Soul Stars Echo.
There we go.
time. Show no mercy.
Commencing research.
Hope you're prepared.
To travel far away.
There we go. We just need a little bit
Thanks.
of the health healing, and then we're pretty much good to go. H knows Snowbow. Well, okay. To be fair, fictional characters, but there's always this big conspiracy from among players that guess on what their age is. And also, there's also the average amount of other players that can easily assume their age range of where they are in. I am kind of like in that kind of category. Like, let's say for example, Klee from Genshin. She looked like she'd be like 8 years old or 7 years old in my opinion. But I heard she's like. And that's the same with Sayu. But Sayu, I don't know. I can't assume. I don't know. In the end, I don't know.
I hope for an end to strife in the world.
Strategic animations. Hello. You know what? I'm seeing. Is it? Not to be. Please, out of context, strategic. I'm sorry. I have Are you the same strategic? Because I've already met 3 different viewers of strategic today. And it's confusing the heck out of me. It's making me wonder how many strategy people are going to strategize me. They're not doing it on purpose, but the name is throwing me off.
Here is thunder. Is that all? Show no mercy. In the name of Landau, a will forged in ice.
I also need. I need to. I don't know if I've built Jinyuan enough. You own 5 channels in total. Oh my gosh! How do you keep track of that many channels?
dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
There he goes.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared.
Okay.
Can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
2.4 quest, right? I think so. I don't know. I obviously did not
This
check.
device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this
I'm
machine
assuming it
operates with
is.
a kind of biological nerve.
Because
at
I
its
already
control
saw
center.
the characters that are not released yet. The Kitsune, the male Kitsune,
I'll take
Maz
some
was
samples for the
there,
alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological
Lingsha,
tissue
and
comes from.
this is my first time seeing Lingsha. I didn't know she was, well, obviously this character is obviously going to be a playable character. It's not that.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such
It'd be
unethical
bad if they
technology?
didn't take a really pretty design of the
Perhaps
character
they're
and
trying
not
to
do
create
it.
a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borison attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After
Oh,
all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and
I
explain
like
the
how he's
situation
just called
to the
Mr.
judge.
Craftsman.
I had a feeling that the IPC
Did I
members
see
would
the
cause trouble,
1.2 update of
but
Wuthering?
I didn't
Yes,
think
I
they'd be
did.
this tricky.
There's a reaction
Thanks for your
video
help, Miss
on
Lingsha.
me reacting to it.
I should thank you for saving my life. Your sword skills were impressive. Taking down that big guy. I thought the General's retainers were all burly martial masters. I didn't expect Yenqing to be so...
Young, cute, or miniature? Young? I would say young.
Yeah, exactly. He's young and talented. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right?
If I have to
Saving the
say
Luofu from that
adorable
crisis. It's so
on
impressive.
Yangxing, it would probably be the animation of him when he was younger. Because I don't know if you remember, I don't know if anyone remembers the Jingyuan animated short. The very near end, Yangxing was being mentored by Jingyuan, and it was a younger version of him, and it was adorable.
Really? It's still early, so why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
Yes. Thanks to the power of teleportation, we can just go where we can please. Okay.
I'm here to pay my respects.
All these years, and the view of the Alchemy Commission hasn't changed a bit. The tides come and go, but the ancient sea remains the same. For us Vidyadhara, there's nothing more nostalgic than our homeland.
You're a Luofu native, Miss Lingsha?
Yes, I grew up here, listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission.
Okay, the only thing that bothers me is there are certain characters I want in Wuthering Waves, but there are certain characters I want to have in Star Rail. And it's and it's really conflicting me because now I'm happy Maz is a 4-star because he looks really cool. Like I don't know if anyone has their fair share, but guys with hoods, they have like assassin hoods. They just look really
Kinda
cool.
sad, isn't it?
They just look really
Everything
cool to
changes,
have
but
and
somehow
keep.
remains familiar.
Mel Kitsune is
Like you,
another story.
Hung. I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing
Because
the familiar
I
scenery
have
brings
never
back a hint of
ever
nostalgia.
seen a Mel Kitsune character playable unless they were NPC.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The
Fei
Sanzhou
Xiao
have been
appears
fighting
in the story?
abominations
Oh,
for
okay.
thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
I think it's spoiled on what she does and what she looks
Well,
like, so
Once a
I'm
seed
already
is
in
planted,
for a real treat.
no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit, in my humble opinion. The rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
Why is such a serious topic all of a sudden? We can't just make wild speculations about things, Miss Lingsha. I thought we were here to have some tea, but where's the tea? No matter what, these answers in Star Rail are unhinged sometimes. But at times are really fun. Like the devs really want to keep us engaged by giving us these answers. I'll go with number 2.
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire Ambrosial Arbor crisis firsthand, Dan Heng and Lieutenant Yan Qing, I'd like to discuss something with you.
What would you like to discuss, Miss Lingsha?
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to come in and clean up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission.
Oh, okay.
Honestly, the Alchemy Commission is riddled with problems and has reached a point where fixing it seems impossible. I'm looking to remedy this problem.
Oh yeah.
But was
This what makes
wondering if you
Star
could provide
Rail
any
more enjoyable.
insights.
Well, even though I'm a Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions here. I can't really say much about a remedy, but I do have a piece of advice, Miss Lingsha. The Vidyadhara and the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights.
Regretting not pulling Firefly. Regretting that I didn't. Oh no! Oh no!
While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the Ambrosial
Hello,
Arbor,
Von Blood.
it
Welcome.
can't sever mortal, just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the Arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing,
oh, that's good.
didn't
That's
understand
nice
the
that you
human
prepped
heart
for
or how to
Firefly. I
eliminate
really
sickness
haven't really
lurking
prepped
within the depths of the
because
alchemy
I
commission.
was unsure if I
In the
was
end,
able to get
she was
her.
framed and
The
exiled
funny
to the
story
Jinn.
was, and this is a funny story.
I was also implicated and had to leave the law.
So I didn't know there was a Firefly song parody from Owl City, that it was made by the Firefly VA with Sam doing the heavy metal. I did not know about it till very, very later. So I basically just played a regular Firefly song, but it was a rock version, not the Firefly VA version. There's definitely a band that has made a rock version cover of Fireflies from Owl City, and I played it, and I ended up getting
Guess
Firefly
who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence?
from my last 10
None
too.
other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible for the corruption in the Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself. Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides,
Oh.
at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
No, it's bad to hold grudges.
Lingsha, you're back! I've been waiting ages for you! Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission?
Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
They already been acquainted.
What a small world. You! You stole my sword! Give it back!
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Oh, dang.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Ghost, I will admit, though, from... It seems like you are a whale in Starrel. No judgment
really
on it,
expect
though.
me to believe that
I have a
nonsense?
few friends that are
I've
as
been
well.
taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming. But you're
Makes
not
the
taking
farming a lot
hint.
easier, I will
Don't
say.
people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
Just look at this flying sword. Even if I gave it back to you now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying, a Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure, I can give it back to you now, but on the battlefield,
I am not,
that's
aside from the
a
past.
whole different
Oh,
story.
but you're doing the past, though.
Poor flying sword.
I don't think I've ever done the past in Starrel.
Fine.
I
You don't
did
take
the
it back
past
because I'll
twice
take it
in
back myself.
Genshin, but that's pretty much it. So is this a war dance? Can I just say that? That's just...
Between these two, who do you think is tougher, Dan Heng? Don't get me wrong. I'm just curious.
Also, March 7 is really funny with the dialogue too. I cannot help but enjoy anything that she comments. It's just so hilarious. Every time something happens and the shenanigans happen, and you tell everyone her face, her reaction is just the greatest thing. I don't know why. Thank you, Starrel and Hoyoverse, to make the story a lot more entertaining than you think.
Get ready to separate them.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagine celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
Bye, Lou.
I didn't mean it in that way.
I still would
Since
love to
you've
have
already
Bailu.
drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right? I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations.
Oh,
Seems like my
university
predecessors
student.
left quite a
I
mess.
wish you luck in
So,
completing
if
your
two want to
college
determine who's better,
journey.
why not focus
I
on
completed
them
mine
instead of each
a few
other?
years ago, and I'm not going back.
Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going?
Let's go.
Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins.
Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
It's for your own good, little Yunli.
I'll just go.
While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Yes, I think we're ready. I think we're good.
Looks like my predecessors left quite a mess. Let me say it again. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins. Be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other.
Can we start now, Lingsha?
When Yuli takes action, she will use attacks to keep the enemy first. And the enemy's enemy is recorded. Okay. Oh, wow. I'm using Yangxing for this. Funny enough, I actually have this
Sword is
character.
like water. You cannot run strike apart.
I hope for an end to strife in the world. Harmony and unity.
I think with Robin might make it a lot easier now.
I didn't expect someone who can't even hold on to a sword to actually have some skill. You've got style with those moves, but you're not striking where it counts.
No matter what, I love listening
Misuse your
to
sword.
song.
Listen to the final song of life.
How many can you block? Strike apart.
In the name of Landau, the will forged in ice never falters!
I pulled character style like I could have maybe got her to E5 if I didn't pull a few times a copy of Thing Leo. Yeah, that same goes for me. I only play characters that I really like or that I really need.
Practice is over. Swords descend!
Harmony and unity.
Like for instance, when Robin came out, I could not skip her. There's no way I would skip Robin. First of all, she had the vibe that I love. Also, she has the delightful wings kind of feel to it, really. So yeah, that's another thing of that. That's why I couldn't pass her up. I needed to get her.
Stars echo.
Okay.
Bladed
Meanwhile, me enjoyed the song but didn't pull her. And that's okay.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
In the name of Lenda, will forge
Like,
never falters.
I wanted to use her because she's perfect for the critical rate and critical damage rate, so she's needed for me.
You're prepared.
And then I have Ron May for break damage
The final
buff.
song of life. Harmony and unity.
Is that all?
Time for swordplay. Bladed It's okay. Commencing research. Listen to the final.
This ends here.
Yeah, so now it makes it even better for me because since I have Firefly, which I still need to build Firefly, by the way. That's the reason why, if anyone noticed, they put Firefly in the same banner with Ron May because Ron May is good to pair with Firefly because Firefly does break damage and Ron May helps buff the break damage. So in a way, it was a marketing strategy. That's basically what they did. Luckily, I think Ron May ended up being the third 5-star.
I won.
And when I looked at her kit, I literally noticed that, okay, yes, I would need this character.
Really, all the Cloud Knights of the Lawfu can muster.
All you did was chop down a few
So
monsters.
I'm glad it got Ron
Don't get
first time.
carried away.
Yeah, me too. I'm actually glad as well. And it was my first time also getting her light cone too. And this was the character I didn't really need to spend money on. I had a bunch of jades like saved, so I had enough jades. Oh my gosh, look at this fight. I can't. I had enough jades to get her, and enough to get the light cone. Look at that animation, my goodness. Ooh! Oh, and this is where she appears. That makes sense.
However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission.
I'm GBXL.
I thought I'd see my fill
Yeah,
of
this would
impressive
have been the
fights during
character I would have
wardens.
skipped if I have to
Yet
be
here I
completely
am,
honest.
able to witness a remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, The Lawfu is never short of surprises.
Male Kitsune, we need the male Kitsune,
However, I have a
please.
small
It reminds me
suggestion
of
for
my
you.
friend
Why don't you
Riku,
settle this dispute
the
fair
fox
and square
boy.
in the war dances round?
If he were here,
That way, you can resolve your
if he were
differences with
here,
a
he
proper
would
duel
he
and
would
put your
know how
grudges
many
behind
times
you.
people have called him that.
Grudges? No, not at all. Yunli and I, we were just sparring.
Sparring?
Arg
You
my
summoned your flying
shades.
sword,
Yeah.
and she swung her sword with full strength. No grudges between you. I don't believe it.
Aha! What brings you here, Lady Fei Xiao? Have you finished your health consultation with the Dragon Lady?
Fei Xiao? The Merlin's Claw of the Xianzhou Yaoqing?
Looks like I'm quite famous on the Xianzhou Lawfu, too.
Of course. Everyone has heard of the great general. Known to all, and
The
unknown to
vanquishing
none.
general. Ooh.
Great General. Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Lawfu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The
Oh.
Lacking General. Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals. Sounds much better, right?
Yeah, that's a befitting title that sounds both humble and impressive. Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Here's your sword. Keep it safe. Or it might get taken away again. By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
This is how she apologizes? Now that I finally got my sword back, I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao. Oh, by the way, Miss Linksha, if you've got some free time, I'd like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat with General Jingyuan. I think there's more to those personal grudges you mentioned earlier.
What
Thanks
kind of
for
personal
stepping in,
crutches are
General
they
Fei Xiao.
talking about?
Otherwise, I'd have had to knock them out with my incense.
Not at all. Just doing what you asked. How about we call it even as payment for the healer lady's consultation?
Sorry, but even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up. I nearly had to get tough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh
Oh, you
air.
haven't got Yangxing? That's interesting. I was able... The funny story about me getting Yangxing was during the time I was pulling for Jingyuan.
Back already? You've met
Jingyuan.
with Jing Yuan and wandered around for a few hours. So, what do you think?
Look at this man!
It appears that the divine foresight is using this
Jiaoxi.
war dance as a show of
Jiaoxu.
strength to convince everyone that the Lawfu is prospering after the ambrosial arbor crisis.
But... I know you're going to say but, right?
But the
But-
influx of people attending the war dance is like a breeding ground for disorder and rumors.
Also, I
One
like
wrong
how
move,
he just be,
the Lawfu
he
could
literally
be in a
just has
world
his
of
eye
chaos.
closed while talking all the
The
time.
Cloud
This-
Knights on the streets
it's to
remain
give that
vigilant.
little
So at the very
calmness
least, General
touch.
Jing Yuan is aware of this. As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
I'd prefer to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
That voice though.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece, right? Before getting
Fun fact,
in touch with General
fun
Jing
fact,
Yuan,
that is
I
Kave's
wanted to put
BA.
aside my assumptions
How
and
do you
see
go from an
his
architect that
momentum. Includes the
voice
overall
that
bearing of the cloud
complains
street,
to a deep
what people are
voice?
saying, and how those
How does
close to
this
him
work?
behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective momentum.
It's just so funny.
Recognizing this fact reveals the true measure of power. Thanks for enlightening me, General.
This is this
Perfectly
character
clear
just
statement
gives
turned
me
confusing
Riku,
thanks
like
to your
wholesome
translation.
Riku, my
Made me
VTuber
lose where
friend.
I was now. Anyway, this is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
Are you treating General Jing Yuan as your enemy?
The longest-serving general of the Xianzhou Lawfu. Do you think he'd have only a few enemies?
By the way, General, you met the healer lady, yes? Could you show me the medicine she prescribed you?
Well, the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy some tasty food.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
He's very noble.
Well, life and death, Zhao Chou. It's all predetermined. When starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance to the end of my days.
We need a world where
As
I'll
long
hate
as I
him
can
doesn't make
fulfill
him
that
annoying.
deep-seated
So.
desire, I don't care how long I live. You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No. My real enemy has always been myself.
That's a very good wallpaper. Yeah, that is a very good wallpaper.
Enjoy some tasty food. So, what's for dinner tonight?
Jeez. You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long time.
Meanwhile,
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who just dropped in out of nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome. I mean, when Yun Li swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
Mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yun Li is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay. You think so too, right?
that general is totally something else. Yeah. Oh yeah, Ginger's swordplay is really good, like really, really good. And yeah, that general is totally something else.
I agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
I was actually hoping you'd give Yanqing some praise.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled swordmasters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against
Yeah,
most
he was
challenges.
actually pretty cool in that cinematic scene, I remember.
Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events
It's a
are over,
callback.
General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the Seat of Divine Foresight. He has something important to discuss.
I bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yaoqing and the Ju Ming.
really don't want to get caught up in grown-up.
I will
things
admit
so
though,
soon.
I wish I had my
I just
reaction
hope Generals
on
Fu Shao
Don
and
Hong's
Hoi-An
story
can see the
quest,
truth.
because
We
I
don't need any
was
more chaos in Luofu
flabbergasted
before the war dance.
when he became like the Intributor. When he transformed into Intributor, like he technically did die, but kinda got revived. But he did kinda get killed because Blade did it. Also, that guy really wanted revenge so bad. Like, very bad. Look at all these rewards. Oh my gosh. Let me see what else. There we go. Extra tickets. Extra tickets, and then I have. That's the thing about me and Star Rail and Star Rail. I haven't completed a lot of the side quests and the other quests that were around. I don't know why. I just could never get around to them. What's highlighting? Oh, it's this one. Oh my gosh.
In the obscure
At this
prophecy
point,
of dream,
she will
a
be
star from the
E6
heavens
soon.
has enlightened my path.
I get so many of her. I don't know why. A sea of events starting complete. Yes, I know. I know. What can I do?
I don't believe in ghosts.
I have a friend that will look at me real funny and be like, Lightful, why did you not finish this? And I'd be like, because I did I didn't really think about it, and I was playing other games, and I'm working, and
Would you like me to relay your message?
And I could have, like, you know, had them done. The trash can is literally Pokemon Snap. You know what's funny? What's funny is I love to play Pokemon Snap.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder White. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you.
I haven't played Pokemon Snap, but I would.
These three braved great dangers.
But there was a
accompanying me
time
to
in an
perilous places,
arcade area
defeating the chief culprit
where I did
Vantilia,
play the original
and
Pokemon
uncovering the
Snap,
conspiracy
but only
of
for a
the
little
disciples of
bit.
Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yuchue for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshals still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Luofu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yuchue from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance.
I believe I was able to play the Pokemon Snap at someone's
There are
home
fools
who had
who
the
doubt your
N64,
loyalty.
But I
They're
only
happy
played
to
a
see
little
the
bit.
divine foresight fail because it gives them
But it
some
was
kind
fun.
of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own.
And I remember
They feed off the failures of
a very, very long time ago, and I think
But I've seen enough failures in my time.
this was a long
I want
time
to
ago.
believe that your loyalty
When I was
has
really,
never
really
wavered.
sick in the hospital, and this is when I was a
General
kid,
Fei Xiao of the Outchain
they
is the
brought a
only one investigating the
TV for
Ambrosial
me
Arbor
to play
crisis
video
behalf
games
of the
on when I was
Alliance.
sick. And I never got to see that
I am too.
ever happen again.
This old man's words always catch
It's
me off
funny that I
guard.
actually remember what games I played on it.
The
There was
Marshal ordered me to come
there was
to the
there was
Central Law
Disney's A Bug's
The
Life
document
game,
only says, attend the war dance and listen
and I
to Fei
think I
Shao's
played
questioning.
Pikmin.
No need for that. You're all important witnesses. The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Huai. But
He
is it
looks
appropriate
really pretty, by the way.
to tell everyone here about the
Look how
Marshal's
pretty he
orders?
is. Look how
By
handsome
introducing
he is.
the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Shao's? Whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Shao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
Ooh, nice. Let's see.
Yes, it's this case right here. There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance, and the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Lawfu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Lawfu would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huai. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the ringmaster?
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award.
Okay.
It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Zhu-Ming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary
I just want to
history
see what the weapon
full
is.
of heroic tales from foreign lands.
I want to see what it looks
Tales
like.
that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering who would be worthy of such a sword. And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's
okay.
champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yen Xing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Lawfu as the Ringmaster. So it seems like a perfect gift for him.
That's a
Thank
That's
you
nice.
for your generosity, Elder Huai.
Now I'm kind of curious what it looks like.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yen Xing.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah, and even if someone gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
And the
outcome of our
bickering
duel with the Alchemy Commission is
continues.
still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Jiming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
It looks like Xiao was right. Pretty much.
Not to be rude or anything. We've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Quiet down. We have other guests here. I've prepared
On
this sword to
Straro?
add some excitement to the
Yeah, I don't mind.
To have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be
The
one
code's
winner
there.
and
You
one
can
loser.
probably see in the corner if you
could
can
lead to hard
if you
feelings.
can read it.
Actually, I have an
I don't
idea.
think it's very small.
We don't know who the winner will be, and it might not be either of you. But if you're eyeing that prize,
The question is,
you'll need
Ghost,
to work
is
together.
are you
I want
are
you to
you
take on an
EN
apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least
America?
one match.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay. I'd be greatly pleased if this apprentice could represent the Express in the war dance by displaying their Cloud Knight flair and prowess.
Well,
Okay.
Elder Huayan's idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills requires teamwork, and both the winner and the loser will learn a valuable lesson regardless of the outcome. The question is, whom should the two of them take as an apprentice?
They're looking at her.
Who? Wait, me?
I noticed just now. that
Let's
Miss
pick
March
you,
seemed
March
quite
7th.
interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Oh, wait. Are you serious, General?
They've never
Why
been
am I
more
being dragged into
serious.
this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll probably realize I have no hope and give up on me. And that'd be so embarrassing.
Just accept your fate, March. Oh no. Yeah.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you? I remember you mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah,
See, look at the interaction.
but this is all happening so quickly.
Miss March is like a piece of jade. in the
Can we just take a
waiting
moment that
to be
Don
shaped.
Hong is literally in his own
war
world
dance
right
is
now?
the perfect opportunity
Look,
to see what
He's
heights
literally
she
in
can
his
reach.
own world. It was just March 7th and Trailblazer like interacting each other, and then Don Hong is not looking anywhere and is just literally just thinking to himself. That's how I saw it. That's literally how I saw it.
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony. Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance? That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped. Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
There we go.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
General, I haven't graduated yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
Well, to be fair, Jingyuan had taken him as his apprentice, so Jingyuan already can see him being a good teacher someday. So, look, that humble Jingyuan, that guy, that gentleman.
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yangqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yangqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
Go, March, go! It's all up to you, though. Yeah, it's all up to you.
I understand. Then I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General Huaiyan.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yun Li will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yun Li and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around? General Huaiyan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about?
Why does it feel off? That's the thing.
I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yun Li and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huaiyan wants us to stick around on the Luofu for some time.
But aren't we here to attend this ceremony anyway?
But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Luofu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huaiyan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
Perhaps we should just pack up and leave tonight. Oh my goodness.
Don't worry, General. No matter what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but... As the Luofu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
Aww. I love the interaction between the two.
The illustrious Merlin's claw waiting for me?
And Jingyuan.
And for so long, too? It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Luofu's Rainbow Orbit Fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day. So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kachio?
Jiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by
Jiao
the
Chao,
Alchemy
the
Commission from
character I would
Xianzhou
pull.
Yaoqing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huayan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Lawfu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the Elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although the report from the Lawfu explained all the details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an Outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Lawfu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lune to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge Waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well,
there is
duty
reasons
calls.
of why this happened.
Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Lawfu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lune, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for a long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hule.
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the Shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos.
Is that
I
how?
can't quite remember the
Oh
exact
wow!
wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Lawfu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the IPC?
No, neither. Yukon, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
She has connections with Raw May? Really? Oh my gosh, this is something I did not know. The bustling crown before the war dance keeps you from falling asleep. Okay. Well, well, that makes sense. Day 2.
I'm still feeling sleepy. Did I oversleep? Where did March and Don Hung go?
Yeah, where did they go? Oh, there they are.
There you are.
What kind of master waits their apprentice doorstep? Oh my goodness.
Well, it was a promise to General Huayan after all. I woke up especially early so I can start teaching Miss March swordplay.
Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
Yeah, why are you blushing?
This is, the first time someone has called me master. I need to,
Aww.
get used to it.
That's adorable.
Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
What will you do?
Is it too late for regrets? I'm already regretting my impulsive decision.
Honestly, I'm not sure what I'll do either, because I've never been a teacher before. So, Miss March, please behave and don't skip classes. Or complain.
You need to toughen up and train her properly, Master Yanqing. Don't go easy on her.
You're so hard.
It was not me who said it.
Where's Yunli?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
Seriously? It's the first day and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? So disappointing. Master Yunli, you're already here. Sorry for keeping you waiting. Oh, wait. Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky.
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Zhu-Ming sword masters treat their apprentices. Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you.
Is this where she gets her outfit?
Put it to good use. What's this?
Oh, hello, Po. Welcome.
Clothing? It's so beautiful. Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it. You're awesome, Master Yunli! See? See? How Can you compete with me?
Oh my gosh.
I'll teach March 7th the essence of Juming swordplay, so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight.
Oh my goodness.
Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you. But I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yanqing!
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yun Li?
The real competition is just getting started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird?
No, it's just them competing.
So what do you think, masters? Does this outfit suit me?
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
All right, let's get started with the training.
Jeez.
The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in.
Her outfit
For your first
looks
lesson,
really pretty
try
though.
exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Who's the better master? Yeah.
I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
Oh, and you used the skin. That's funny.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
That means no going easy.
Pay close attention.
Was that bubble tea?
Wafu swordplay is all about being swift.
I need to look at that again.
Movements.
I need to look at this again. Oh my gosh.
Blade in flight.
Ignore him. Strength is everything.
Shattering slash. Like this?
I'm slowing it down because I really want to see what the move looks like.
Right on time.
Let me look at this. I want to see this.
Pardon my manners.
It is bubble tea.
Time for some sword play.
That's so funny.
Blade in flight.
I get it now. With a true heart and focused mind, I'm starting to get the hang of it.
So, how many of my moves can you block?
I could take 10 of you. Yes, you.
I see what it.
Show you what
I want to
can
see what it
really
looks
do.
like.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, eating less carbs.
Eating less carbs. What the heck? That ultimate? No.
Shouldn't I be saying something cool?
That made me laugh. That made me laugh.
Pulverizing sword strike.
A one-time enemy.
Right on time.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Melt. Through clouds.
Time for sword play.
Melt.
good practice. Wuthering mountains! Yes, you! Right on time. Strike! Down to earth! How many can you block? Awesome! Alright, check out this move! I didn't expect the first lesson to be so intense.
Miss March has quick hands and a flexible body. She's a perfect fit for practicing lawful swordplay.
However, she lacks strength, and her strikes were a bit unfocused. But don't worry, it's totally normal for beginners. Once she starts practicing Juming swordplay, she'll make heaps of progress.
Given the situation, I believe Miss March should start by working on her strength.
No.
Do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I could ask you the same thing. Dual swords require agility. So what's more important than footwork?
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not generating enough force. What good is being quick on your feet if you don't have strength? It's not like we're dancing here.
Skilled sword masters know how to play to their strengths and work on their weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses. That's the right way to learn.
You're quite the theorist, huh?
Theorist? You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, Master.
They're like brother and sister arguing.
Strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter. Listen to me, March 7th.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I can switch between her and her other one. That's nice. You know, wait. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So she has like the new different E. So it's like getting more of her, but I don't get it. Oh, wait. Is it because it's a different March 7th? That's why it's like this. Let me look. I am very new with the She works the same as the Trailblazer? Oh. Well, what's interesting is I have her E6 with her, but it's weird that you will have to get more, which I can't wrap my finger on understanding that. So it's confusing because it makes me think like, so I need to have March 7th's summon of her and Hunt version? That's the part I didn't get. And if so, how does that work? Okay. I don't know. So I like to ask that because it's a little confusing when it's like that. And that makes me wonder a little bit. Also, friend request. I got 2 of them. Which one? I bet I have one who just friend requests me that I do not know. Ghost, which one are you? Because I got 2 different ones. You know what? I'll just accept the. Oh, you're the cat cells. Okay. I'll just accept both, but I don't know who the other person is, but I'll just accept both. I like how there's still no claim all button yet. And Genshin's already doing that. Yeah, that's just quite interesting there. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, it's kind of interesting with this kind of lineup.
Peach blossoms and divine sword.
Time marches on. See the
Dear
joke?
Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going? As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters, and I've been honing my sword skills with their guidance. One of them is Yanqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yun Li, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming. Both masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be. I tried to drag her into this, but she refused. I tried to rope Don Hung in, but Master Yanqing wouldn't have it. Still, I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay, and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills.
Yes, they're fighting like siblings.
Thanks to their guidance, I've actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all. Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
Well done. Let's call it a day. Miss March's sword skills are really coming along. She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Just watch Owen the fight when the time comes.
Just you wait and see. I'll
There we
show
go.
off my skills in the ring and win a match. I'll make both of you proud.
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up!
See, they're like siblings.
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, Masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades could improve your touch.
Oh, let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
There's no such thing as the most powerful sword. It's all about the skill of the sword master. Yanqing wields several flying swords, while I only wield one. But remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission?
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm up for that.
Don't forget, this has been going on throughout this whole entire story so far.
We'll drop out of the war dance. Deal?
Why are you two arguing again? I thought things had been improving between you lately.
Throughout this whole story, they have been bickering constantly at each other, let's be fair.
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Juming generals were supposed to face off in the war dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out, the rumors are true. Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance. Shouldn't you two be focusing on honing your skills instead of teaching swordplay here?
You're... Oh, that's right. You're the pink-haired fox from the Yaoqing.
The pink-haired I don't wait. Pink-haired fox? Yeah, pink-haired fox. I don't see no pink. Where's the pink? I don't see no pink. It's orange. What are they talking about? I don't see no pink. They must be blind. Yeah, maybe peach orange, but I don't see pink. Maybe peach orange, but I really don't see pink. I don't know what's going on.
This is Mr. Jiaoqiu, the healer working for the general of the Xianzhou Yaoqing.
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yaoqing, and you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Sorry for the misunderstanding. I don't know anything about martial arts. I'm just here on the General's orders to take care of some official business. I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking earlier?
Well, my curiosity got the better of me, I suppose. When I heard Miss March's pondering about what to learn, I couldn't help but wander over. From my professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools. Kind of like frying, sautéing, boiling, and deep frying in cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with. It's like your sword teaching methods. If you align your ingredient, in other words, your apprentice's natural tendencies, with the right cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that best suits her, she'll make double the progress in half the time. For example,
I see.
Golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. Apprentice.
All three answers are literally, I'm getting hungry. Again, these answers are so unhinged. Welcome to Jishin's cooking class, where we're gonna add some more protein and some more protein.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
Are you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Xianzhou Yaoqing is called the Rancha School, that specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
So, you're the General's cook?
I'm a healer. But anyway, a cook who isn't interested in health doesn't make for a good advisor.
His kit is not even a healing kit.
Call me a cook if
That's
you want.
funny.
Seeing the way you're looking at me, it's obvious you think I'm just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts. But, in reality, I know a thing or two about killing. After all, the art of healing inherently encompasses both life and death.
Yeah, why is suddenly getting serious with kids?
Why is this guy suddenly getting all serious with kids?
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
No.
This is called tumble dust, an extract from an exotic flower named Yabra.
Ugh, is it poison?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just one drop, it's able to numb a patient's body during surgery, making them painless throughout the entire process. However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long-life species cannot escape its effects.
Oh.
This thing can save lives or take them. It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
That may be so, but still, I prefer settling things with a sword than, you know.
Huh. Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar, but a sinister and despicable one.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. Two individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister? In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive. Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth.
I will admit, Ghost, I am slowly falling asleep.
Their significance is negligible.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiao Cho. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
Well, then you should know that the war dance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance, I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights. The war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos. When we unsheath the sword without drawing
It's 11:25.
we not only
That's the
display
same
our
time zone as me.
also the
Hello,
martial
another, finally another Eastern time.
Quite an insightful
My
statement.
gosh.
Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity. Would you mind showing me around?
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yunli and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
I can only imagine, Architect. Oh, I can only imagine. Okay, all of you, I probably would just end it here. There's no way I could continue as much as I could, as much as if I could. As much as I would, I could, but I cannot. After that dialogue. Now if it were Wuthering Waves, it'd be a different story because it's so action packed, and I'd be really engaged and intrigued and be fighting to the death. But anywho, I would like to say thank you for all watching. And so far, I know the story I've done is not yet completed. And most of it was going to be grind in the end. Stay tuned Friday. I'll do the Wuthering Waves by then. But the story is long. I bet it is. Well, hope all of you have a good evening or a good morning wherever you are. And this is Lightful Wings. Be delightful and stay delightful.
Flies tonight, stars guide her through the sky, and all the whispers bright. It's time to spread your light. Celestial dragon by her side, Inara says it's true. Hearts in need of joy and pride, they're waiting just for you. Lightful ways you can do, bringing smiles to everyone. Sparkle bright the way you do, shining hearts till night is done. Inara's wisdom flows like streams, magic fills the air with every dream and every beam. Hope is everywhere. Through the clouds and through the night, wings of light will soar. Every heart will feel the bright love forevermore. Lift the spirits high, lightful wings and dragons fly together in the sky. Through luster clouds and flows like streams, magic fills the air.